We've got an emergency that's come in.
Oh,
Hey, Miss.
He was collapsed. He was
I thought
really in
he
a bad
was
way.
dead on the scene when we saw
Really?
him this morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Charlie has a condition called immune-mediated thrombocytopenia. Right now, his platelet count is at an all-time low. He's bleeding everywhere, and he's in real trouble.
Time is of the
Time is of the
essence.
essence.
We need to give him this blood transfusion now. Maisie's a generous soul for doing this. She won't save a life doing this.
It's just a waiting game now, isn't it, I guess?
How is the boy?
He didn't make it.
He was a special boy, and we're all going to miss him.
At birth, the vet stitched up all the roof of his mouth and stitched up the hair lip, and the hair lip's just not holding. He's had to be restitched 3 times already.
Yes, he's 8 days old. Yes, he's a high-risk anaesthetic, but I have no choice because without performing this procedure, he can't latch onto mum, he can't suckle milk, and unfortunately, he will end up starving. And as much as it's not very nice to hear him cry, it's better that than him not survive. So, a little bit of pain for long-term gain. You have to do it 1 suture at a time. We've put 3 sutures in, exactly where they need to be. He now has a nostril, he now has a fully formed hard palate. I think that should be it. Well, I think if this feeds anything to go by, he won't be long before he's catching up with his brother and sister.
No.
Hey, little man.
No, no time at all.
Recent graduate Phoebe needs help with an emergency case.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's definitely a bit of wire, isn't it? That needs to come out and needs to come out straight away. He's bitten off more than he can chew. He's bitten off wire, which can actually be life-threatening. It can get stuck at points. It can even perforate the gut. How can it be so obvious there and so invisible here? There we go. Although he's still very sleepy, he is alive, and I'm sure that he is going to recover beautifully overnight and be sent home with a clean bill of health tomorrow. You've been such a good little patient. Yes, you have. You're a good boy. Owner Tim saw Clover with this brown snake in her mouth. Unfortunately, the venom that they can produce in one bite can be enough to kill people. There's 3 main tests. The first one, we just put some blood into a tube and we see how quickly it clots. The second one, we test for an enzyme that's produced when muscle is being broken down. And finally, a very specific test for the snake venom of the 5 most well-known snakes here in Australia. It takes about 10 minutes for the result to come through, and it's a really anxious wait to know, has this girl been bitten by a potentially deadly brown snake?
So it's been 10 minutes now.
10 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, well look, it looks like a good result.
Yay! Negative.
Yes. You get to go straight home with Daddy. You don't have to stay in the hospital for days and days on end. You're very lucky. Isn't that right? Yes. Yes, you are. Good girl.